What is he saying? He's saying salvation is ignited by two things. The two parts of this thing, the two components are one, you believe in your heart and you speak with your mouth. If you believe in your heart but don't speak with your mouth, you're halfway there. You've done the first part. Is it good? It's great. But if you want to be one who's participating in the advance of the kingdom, if you want to kinetically be an initiator of the kingdom of God, you have to speak. Now, how significant is this? Let me tell you, the whole world is being set aflame by tongues today. That's what James is talking about. Like the tongue of man is a small member, but it turns our whole body. And everything that we're seeing that's happening on college campuses, the potential release of the dogs of war in Israel and in the Middle East, and everything that's happening in Ukraine and Russia, and everything that's happening in our political system, it's happening because people are speaking. Listen, the skill of articulating what you believe is essential for advancing the kingdom. I mean, I'm happy that you believe some things that I believe, but if you don't start learning to speak it, it's going to go nowhere. Well, where do I speak it? I tell you what, let's do this. Gather with 2 or 3. And this is the building blocks to get to the kingdom. He says, wherever 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am also. Well, what are we doing there? We are constituting, or we are inaugurating an ecclesia moment, maybe a small scale ecclesia moment, but we're going to begin to bind and loose and declare. Well, I'm not sure I'm allowed to do that. I haven't been to Bible college. You don't have to go to Bible college to articulate what is true. I remember shortly after I was saved, I was in a prayer meeting with 3 ladies. One of them was my mom and 2 of her friends. And I was blown away. I was listening to them pray. I was listening to their hearts be released for the First Nations in northern Alberta. I was listening to their authoritative, discerning, articulate words that were binding and loosing. And I could feel the authority of what they're doing. And I thought, man, these ladies are spiritual giants. Well, they were spiritual giants because I was a shrub. But here's, later on, when I began to think about that, like, who gave them the authority to do this? Who made them the arbiters of the advance of the kingdom of God on the reserve over there? Like, what right do they have to do that? Well, where do they get that from? This is what Jesus is saying to Peter. Peter, the key to advance to the kingdom is you getting something from heaven. What gives you authority to advance the kingdom of God is you getting something from heaven. In other words, get better at doing that. And this is what the Lord is saying to you as a believer. There's all kinds of parts. Well, I'm not really the speaking type. Listen, it's not about motivational gifts. This is about the essential currency of what it means to be a Christian. You're not born again unless you believe and you speak. Nothing happens unless you believe and you speak. So let's get to it. We're not coming to this building to hear somebody for 30 minutes, and that substitutes for our inactivity all week long.